Hello, boys and girls. We're going to review using I and me correctly. You often use the pronouns I and me when you speak and write. You use the pronoun I only as the subject of a sentence, the beginning of a sentence. Use the pronoun me only as an object pronoun in the predicate. So me in the predicate, I in the subject. Let's look here. I left a message for Nate. You wouldn't say me left a message for Nate. I is the subject. Nate called me right back. Nate is the subject. Me is in the predicate. Nate called me right back. So I first, me after. When you talk about another person and yourself, it is polite to name yourself last. Always capitalize the word I, which is something I know you know. Nate and I helped Mom. She gave Nate and me some money. If it's in the beginning of a sentence, you use I. If it's in the predicate, you use me. But each time, I and me go after the other person. Think of the phrase ladies first, men first, however you want to say it. I and me go after the other subject. But remember, me's in the predicate, I's in the subject. Try it out. Choose the correct word or words to complete each sentence. Is it Nate and I or Nate and me bought model airplanes? It would be Nate and I because it's in the subject of the sentence, the first part of it. Dad helped me. It would be me. Dad is the subject. The predicate is helped me, so it's me. He gave Nate and me, or me and Nate, some paint. He gave Nate and me. Remember, me always comes after the other person, just like I does. I or me painted my airplane blue. I, because it's in the subject. Mom brought sandwiches to Nate and I or Nate and me. Mom is the subject. What did she do? Brought sandwiches to Nate and me. Me and Nate or Nate and I finished our airplanes after lunch. Remember, it's the subject of the sentence, who or what it's about. Nate and I. I goes after. You don't put me first. So right away you knew this was wrong, but also me would only be in the predicate. Nate and I finished our airplanes after lunch. Refer back to this when you're working on your own. You will write each of these sentences, choose the correct I or me, or whatever words are in the box, choose the correct form and underline it so I know what you chose. And when you find the 5 mistakes of I and me in this special day paragraph story, little story, then rewrite it and underline your corrections. Find your corrections first so you know what you're doing, then rewrite it. Do a great job.